Dream Alter is going to be game number 4. Whew. Should be quite exciting to see. I hope you guys are enjoying this matchup as much as me. Minigun and QXC are actually an extremely close matchup between the two. It's been very, very epic so far. And we're going to be getting things started with game number 4 relatively soon. Let's lower these overlays, shall we? Boom, here we go. Spawning in the bottom left-hand side on Tal'Darim Alter, we do see the purple Terran player who is currently down in the series. His name is FXOqxc, and we see spawning in the northern side, the top, I guess, left-hand side of the map, we do see the Protoss player, the light, or not light blue, just the dark blue, the regular blue color Protoss player known as Complexity's Minigun. He is currently up 2-1 in this series. It is a best of 5 show match series. Winner taking home $50. And we did see a very nice play. Both, Minigun decided to go for a very macro style play. So did QXC in the last game. And Tal'Darim can orient that macro style of play as well, because it is quite easy to take this natural expansion. But with these wide open ramps and this no ramp to get into your natural, it is, a little bit easier to do some attacks. Your third base here does have destructible rocks, so occasionally you'll see players take this base or this base as their third. It does kind of favor QX or Minigun in this position, that he can expand to the right hand side much easier than QXC. I mean, they could easily split map and both expand towards the right, but yeah. Apparently there was a little bit of an echo. I'm sorry if my mic is going a little bit crazy. I don't know why it was echoing. And here we go. We do see the probe is going to be scouting, actually, QXC last. He did scout over to the right-hand side. He's going to be scouting to the bottom, and going to be finally hitting over to the bottom left-hand expansion. There's an echo. There wasn't an echo. See, you guys are confusing me. I keep looking back over at the chat and back to the game. You guys are confusing me. Okay, so we do see that the barracks is going down for QXC right now. He does have his refinery out already, and Minigun's pretty much doing the exact same thing. He's got his gateway finished up. There's the assimilator. Only mining with only 2 probes, though. He does have the core just being dropped down, and it looks like QXC is going to be scouting his opponent first. They're actually going to be scouting each other at the exact same time, even though Minigun sent out a scout so much quicker, and he does get in here right now, as looks like QXC is going to start dropping out a few more units. But oh, nice job. The Marine is already out and is able to deny the probe from scouting any of the barracks or anything like that. Looks like reactor is going down, and maybe we'll be seeing a reactor Hellion build. Illusion was actually doing this a lot against Desro in day 1. If you guys want to watch those matches, those were actually extremely epic as well. You can see those are all on my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/NanMan. Actually, the entire series this week will be posted up on my YouTube channel in a special section called NanMan's Week of Show Matches, as well as you can see any other epic games that I post up. I do post one new replay or one new cast a week, guaranteed. Sometimes I'll be posting up, 2, 3, but there will always be at least one replay coming out a week. And this SCV's in here. He was able to scout everything, sees that the third and fourth gate have been, the second and third gate have been thrown down. The expansion has gone down as well, and he's going to be denying this with the probe, but probe just keeps trying to poke in here and see what's going on, and we do see reactor Hellion is going out for QXC. So this is actually a very viable thing to do in TVP when your opponent goes for a fast expansion like this. He is getting that very quick starport, and ooh, he's going to follow it up with Banshees, it seems. Maybe even get some Ravens later on, because Ravens are quite good against Protoss with that point defense drone. And Stalker is actually moving in here, and there's really nothing that he can do to deal with this right now. There are a few Hellions that can start doing a lot of damage, and he can really just micro these back, and this Stalker is going to go to, be able to go down, especially when he's repairing it. And here come the 2 Stalkers moving in, and wow, look at this very nice play out of Minigun, completely walling off to defend himself, because he knows I really have nothing to defend against this. I have a sentry. What am I going to do with the sentry? The Stalker does go down, and here comes the 2 more Hellions going to be reinforcing up, so there'll be a total of 4 Hellions. Cloak Banshee is on the way. First Banshee is going to be heading out very soon. Cloak just now started. He did cancel that, and he could drop down a force field. Nice job dropping down that force field. One Stalker has been warped in. He can start warping in a few more units. We do see 2 more Zealots coming out, and this Nexus is starting to take a little bit of damage, but it's going to take forever for 4 Hellions to burn this down. He does have a robotics facility on the way. And now with this one Stalker here, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble. We do see Zealots trying to get in, and there's another warp in with a very aggressive Stalker, and nice, 1 Hellion is able to go down. We do see he has actually started to produce 1 probe, but he gets killed very quickly there, and it looks like 1 Hellion is going to be going to just bob and weave here. 2 Hellions have taken a little bit of damage, but QXC is doing a good job drawing all the attention away from this Banshee that has just now made it into the natural, or the main base here. He has gotten 1 kill, and he's going to force the Stalkers back. But looks like he is, oh nice, able to scoot through with 4 of the Hellions. There are still 2 in the natural, and he's going to be running in here and going to town on a couple of the probes. A lot of the probes are forced to be pulled. There is an observer out, and oh, here comes the Cloak Banshee now. Cloak is finished up, and he does cloak and get out of there. The Hellions are going to scoot to the natural expansion and kill that 1 probe, and wow, this is just very nice play. Oh, the Banshee does get caught off guard and taken out. This is actually very nice play out of both players. QXC doing a very micro-intensive build, going for Cloak Banshees and Hellion. He's just kind of disrupting his opponent's economy this entire time and trying to throw him off, make his build a little bit messed up. And we do see there is another Banshee out here. He's still producing more Banshees, and Hellions keep trying to poke in as much as they can. But with these Stalkers, he's got to be very careful. 1 Stalker, if he pokes up too much, he might get taken out. We do see that QXC has dropped down his expansion behind this, as well as 2 bunkers. Cloak Banshee is going to be scooting over here. We do see a reinforcing Banshee following up as well. Now that he's got the 2 Banshees, he can really hit 2 places at once. I believe there's only 1 observer. No, he is very smart. He has built 2 observers, and looks like he's just going to be backing up with the Banshees for a little bit. Has complete map control. Minigun's kind of forced into his base to just kind of turtle up for a little bit, and nice follow up with the Raven. We do see the Banshees cloaking and running into the natural expansion. 1 probe gets taken out, 2nd probe goes down, there goes the 3rd and 4th, 5th one goes, and the Stalkers are over here, and nice, he was able to kill off 6 probes in that little engagement, and just kind of deny mining even longer. Right now, we do see that QXC has taken his natural expansion. He is pulling back with his Hellions, and the Observer, or the Raven, is out. There goes a couple more probes getting taken out, and he's going to be scooting past. He doesn't have enough energy for Cloak, though, so he's got to be very careful. He does scout the Twilight Council, though, so it was a very nice play. We do see that Photon Cannon is going to be going down at the natural expansion to help defend against these Banshees, as well as 1 in the main base. We do see that +1 weapons attack on the way for Minigun right now. And, ooh, Observer comes over here, but the Raven does spot him. And it looks like a nice job. He is producing pretty much heavy Marauder style play right now. We do see the Stim Pack on the way, as well as we'll probably see Custom Shells follow that up. And nice job out of QXC, doing a great job sniping that pylon. So now he cannot upgrade Blink, cannot upgrade Charge. He's pretty much stuck behind. He is starting to produce those Immortals, and Immortals will help out against the Hellions and those Marauders, but against those Banshees, they'll be pretty useless. There is those Concussive Shells, as well as the Combat Shields. We do see Marines and Marauders being produced, and QXC is just kind of skyrocketing further and further ahead in supply. He is at 86 compared to 76 of his opponent, and now he's just kind of going to town on that Twilight Council. Here come the 3 Stalkers going to come over here to chase away those pesky Banshees. And the Observer does see that the Hellions are moving out. Looks like QXC doesn't know that these few units are over here trying to take out this expansion, but he's going to be doing another double prong attack. He wants to move in, but with that Immortal there, he's going to be able to take out those units. He does a nice job sniping that sentry, but here come those Banshees moving in, and they're going to town on that Twilight Council once more, and now we do see it starting to take a little bit of hull damage. He's trying to Chrono Boost out that Blink, and oh! 250 health. Stalkers are over here to deal with these Banshees. There is that double Observer play, So he's got to be very careful. He actually has to be keeping stalkers here now in order to make sure that Blink finishes up. And Hellions try to move back in. They do extra damage against light units, so he keeps trying to snipe those sentries. But with these Immortals in the front, they're not going to be able to do too much damage. Looks like QXC is going to be trying to move in and just pick off whatever he can, being as pesky as possible, just hitting on these pylons right now. We do see 3 more gates being added on for Minigun. There goes Blink. It just finally finishes up. He can now take his third base if he so desires. And a couple medevacs are out. That is a good amount of Marauders with concussive shells and stim. And with this Raven that has enough energy, he can drop down that point defense drone and pretty much make the Stalker's shots null and void. Looks like we're going to see QXC come over here and take out the Destructor Rocks at the third base. And here come the Hellions going to be scooting over, and they're actually going to be denying this third base. Here comes 2 probes. They're going to be swinging past, and oh, nice. One pylon does go down, but 1 probe is taken out, and blinking forward takes out 1 Hellion very quickly, and these other 3 are going to be able to get out, no problem. The Observer's going to be scouting over here, keeping an eye on things, and oh, nice. Scoots back up with the Hellions, and it's able to snipe 1 more probe. The Hellion, or the Banshees are going to be swinging back over to QXC's base, but he is massing up a good amount of units. Looks like the Stalkers have come over here to, oh, nice, scoots over there with that medevac to pick up those units. But because of this, Minigun can blink into QXC's base, and nice, he runs right in here and snipes the reactor. Oh, it's on fire. He's actually going to lose 1 Stalker, and Blink out of there very quickly. Reactor is burning. He can be able to repair it. It does have 90 health and falling. STV's busy building and not repairing. He's going to lose the reactor. Oh, no, that sucks. Oh, nice job sniping that Observer with the Raven. It looks like QXC has decided to go for a push, and Stalkers are able to take out a Hellion, and they try to snipe that Raven, but it's not going to be enough, and we do see that the reactor does burn to death. But we do see Minigun is going for that Templar style of tech again. He's got Psionic Storm about halfway done. He has started to warp in a few Archons here. We do see that +3 weapons is on the way, as well as that +1 armor. But guess what? QXC is responding with the Ghost. He's got the Mobius Reactor on the way, +2 weapons. Sim runs in, and he's targeting the third Nexus. It is going to be sniped before Minigun can really deal with it. He does have charge finished up, so he's going to be running in, dealing a lot of damage. There's the point defense drone, making all of these Stalkers completely null and void. 1 of those Banshees does go down. There's actually double point defense drone, and transferring probes, not the best decision. They can all be sniped, and GG is called! Wow! Very nice play out of QXC. Very, very heavy harassment and micro-oriented play. He went for that Reactor Hellion opening, which now that I've been seeing a lot of players do that, QXC did it in this game. Illusion was doing that against Desro. It actually works out extremely well against Protoss players that go for a fast expand because, I mean, that's 400 minerals you're throwing into a Nexus. You might not have enough units to defend it, and usually the best way to defend stuff as Protoss is get those sentries and drop down those force fields. Well, sentries are light units, and they really aren't very good against Hellions at all. And what was QXC's follow-up to the Hellion play? Well, Cloak Banshees. And he forced photon cannons being thrown down. He was able to almost snipe this Twilight Council. Pretty much was keeping Minigun trapped inside of his base, tugging and pulling at all different directions, and was just kind of able to mass up and get a great army composition. He was following this up with Ghost. We do see the Mobius Reactor on the way. And that makes things all tied up now. It is 2-2. So we're going to be going into the 5th and final game of this series. This has been absolutely epic. I hope you guys have been enjoying this as much as I've been enjoying casting it. This is not the normally scheduled program as you guys have been seeing maybe on Team Liquid. It's supposed to be Chef first time, but there was a little bit of a scheduling conflict. So sadly we are going to be having to watch, you know, some other epic players play. It's going to be QXC and Minigun tonight, and let's throw up these overlays here and be going into game number 5. This is the 5th and final game of the night, and if it's going to be anything like the previous game, it'll be absolutely epic. And while I take a quick drink, you know, I want you guys to take a look at my YouTube channel. It is youtube.com/NanMan. If you enjoy my casting, head over there, you know, check out the videos, subscribe. I'm actually extremely close to getting 10,000 channel views. Gotta love that water. and if you enjoy my casting, follow me on Twitch TV. You know, another good thing, actually, right before we get loaded into this game, I'm gonna pull up a couple other things for you guys to take a look at. And here we go, getting things set up. It looks like we're gonna be going into Daybreak for the 5th and final game. If you guys don't know Daybreak yet, don't worry, I'll be going over it a little bit more once we get things started. But let me throw down these overlays real quick. Boop, boop, boop. So, for those wondering, if you want to find out a little bit more information about the event itself, you can check out right here. There is a whole post about it. Let me link it in the chat. Boom. You can see it tells all the lists of the players that have played. You can see right here, it's got information about Vile Illusion versus Desro, and I have posted up all the VODs for the games. I will also be posting up the VODs for all the previous games once I get them loaded up. And so yeah, be sure to check that out. Leave a comment if you enjoy, you know, my casting, if you enjoy seeing the players, or if you're rooting for somebody in particular. As you can see, we can see down below, like Gimmicks fighting, and Desro was able to comment in here. Illusion was, a couple other players. So be sure to check that out. Here's my YouTube channel. Like I was saying, I'm very, very close to 10,000 channel views. I'm at 9,989, so I'm so close. If you guys, you know, come over here, subscribe if you enjoy my casting. Another thing, if any of you guys are Platinum and below players, my clan, LXG, League of Extraordinary Gamers, hosts a weekly LXG Open for Platinum and below players that we host once a week. I do cast it live on Twitch TV, so you guys can go back and watch the VODs of it, or if you want to say, hey, you know, my friends should come check this out, I'm going to be playing live in this tournament, you know, you want to watch it, here's a link to the stream and stuff. So you guys can check that out at LXG, or it's teamlxg.4motion.com. You can also go to an LXG Open channel in StarCraft 2, and it will give you a little bit more information. A lot of players do hang out in there and practice and stuff. But since it is all tied up 2-2, let's be going into game number 3. Is going to be the the 5th and final game of the series here. And we'll be going live momentarily. Let me just throw up this overlay, get back into the game. And here we go.